Think about carrying a 50-pound pack for 14 miles a day. Think about carrying it up and down steep hills in all kinds of weather. Think about doing it virtually every day for 4 months, and then you have some idea what these 3 young women accomplished. Janet Phillips, Pam McCoon, and Suzie Stewart walked the entire length of the Appalachian Trail, starting at Mount Katahdin in Maine on June 11th and ending at Amicalola Falls in North Georgia yesterday. That's 2,000 miles. 2,000 miles through some of the most beautiful parts of this country, including North Georgia on a perfect fall day. The 2,000 miles were a challenge that the 3 women had always wanted to meet. They did it, but on the way they met some things that they could have done without, like the black flies in Maine.
The black flies were so bad. There were like clouds of them, and they would get so bad, like when you're going through the swamps, they get between your glasses and your eyes, and you couldn't see where you're going to put your feet.
This is no exaggeration. I mean, like we'd be in our tent in the evening, late afternoon or evening, and it's like rain.
It was wild.
So if you're going to Maine, don't go in June or July.
Did you get bored at all? Were there days when you just said, oh, this is so ho-hum, I'm so tired of doing this, I've been doing it for 3 months, I got another month to go?
No, it never gets really boring because it's always something different. Every time you go over another peak or every time you see another snake or, you know,
it's just be wondering where you are.
Oh, yes, a lot of times the guidebooks and the trail doesn't coincide and you don't know where you are or where the next water is.
Seems like when things get in a lull, too, funny things happen, like the night we met the porcupines on Bromley Ski Mountain in Vermont. That always tends to perk things up. We thought the porcupines were going to get us, but they did. It was funny.
They said there really weren't any big problems at all on the trip. They arrived at Amicalola Falls in good health and delighted to see the family and friends who were waiting for them. As the champagne was opened and the toasts were made, the inevitable question came up. Would they do it again? The answer is no, because these 3 women have other projects, other parts of the country to see. But not right now, thank you.
To hit the bathtub, and Mom's cooking for about 2 weeks.
And the flush toilets and the TV and
a
electric lights.
A lot of good things in this world to do. You know, we're just
some music on the radio.
But even though they had just walked 2,000 miles, these 3 women were still ready for a ride in the action chopper, and they got one before they headed for home. At the top of the falls for segment 2, Paul Miller, Action News.